Aidan Park, I am Korean, but don't worry, I am not like most Koreans because I'm happy. Yeah, Koreans are generally not that happy. Let me tell you why. We're raised to have three emotions only. Pleased, angry, and Kim Jong-un. And Kim Jong-un is when a Korean gets so angry that he starts threatening you with weapons he doesn't actually have. I'm gonna kill you with my army of nuclear kittens. Meow, 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 meow. And not to mention, my whole family is insane. I just got back from San Francisco visiting my mom, and we went to Ghirardelli Square, the fancy chocolate place. And when we got home, she pulled out pocketfuls of Ghirardelli candies that she totally did not pay for. And I'm like, Mom, what happened? Did you steal? She goes, real answer, no, mommy no steal. Cause mommy not a thief, mommy no look like a thief. Cause thief, they walk in very sneaky and they steal like this. Mommy walk in very casual and she take like this. So mommy just being a customer. No! Can you imagine if like real life worked that way? If you were in the airport security line and they were like, sir, you have like 30 pounds of cocaine in your suitcase. Well, I don't look like a criminal, do I? I think the time has come in my act to let you all know I am gay. Surprise! Nobody's imagining anything, but if I don't say it outright, I will get some people who look at this and look at me during my act like, I hope he knows. I thought it was super obvious. Apparently it wasn't that obvious because a good friend of mine told me one day, she goes, Aidan, you're not that gay. I mean, on a good day, you could pass for like an HGTV husband. So I watched HGTV and oh my God, you know those guys on that show? Well, Jennifer and I love to entertain. So on our must list is a garden and a lanai. And a pool boy. So, I mean, and stereotypes are all about, you know, those guys definitely know more about design than I do. You know, I don't know anything about design, but I tell somebody I'm gay, they immediately ask me for design advice. What do they expect me to say? Oh, sure, hon. Did you know that a graphic runner on your dining room table can be a lighter, more modern alternative to a full-on tablecloth? I bet you didn't, and you're welcome. So I'm happy to be back in Los Angeles because let me tell you, Los Angeles is hands down the craziest town in the world, okay? Because everybody here is a performer, all right? LA is the only town in the world where the doctor's in a hurry because he has an audition to get to. And I can't say too much because I'm an actor too, I really am. And I did get an audition of a lifetime last week. I did. I was so excited. And as soon as I got the audition, I went straight to the mirror to start practicing. You gotta go to Ross. Would you believe I did not book it? I did not book it. And I just, okay, like, maybe I wasn't pretty enough. I don't know. And, you know, the standards of beauty in Los Angeles, crazy, okay? Crazy. Anywhere else in the world, I feel like I'm like, you know, at least a solid 7. Here, I'm just a 7-Eleven regular with a binge eating disorder. Okay? And also, like, I never considered plastic surgery before I moved here. Never, ever, ever. And as soon as I moved here, I'm like, I'm definitely going to get a facelift and I am not going to stop until I look like Maleficent. I want my forehead pulled back so far that my eyebrows fill in my high receding hairline. If I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get a 2-for-1 special, you know? And I'm always on a diet. I don't know about you guys, I'm always on a diet. And people are like, why are you on a diet? I'm like, no, you don't understand. I live in Hollywood. I wanna look like I survived something. Like, you know those guys who spent 40 days trapped in a mine in Chile? Perfect! And Hollywood is so vain that if they were to cover that news story, right? I feel like they would have treated the whole thing like it was a red carpet arrival. They would have been like, here we are in Chile where several mine workers are about to be rescued, and oh my God, they look fabulous! What is your secret and who are you wearing? Find out after this commercial break. You gotta go to Ross. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. You know, I mean, show business is just a really, really tough thing, you know? I mean, I play some really difficult things. Like, I recently played an old folks' home. Yeah, I did. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is, none of the seniors wanted to come voluntarily. So the staff was like, oh, don't worry. We'll just go ahead and grab some people from the memory floor. The memory floor is a floor for seniors with dementia and Alzheimer's. I was like, wow, okay, so if I have a really bad set, then we can all pretend like it never happened? That's great. And so, heckled the whole time. This man stood up, he was like, young man, did your dad fight in the Vietnam War? I was like, no, sir, I'm Korean. North or South? South, and by the way, when you were a young man, did you fight for the Yankees or the Confederates? Oh! I was also protested at a college, people. I was protested at a college, okay? And these people were serious. They brought picket signs. Both of them brought picket signs. And the picket sign said, pro-manly man. Well, I never. So, I was so offended, I just went right up to them and I was like, pro-manly man, huh? Oh my God, me too! Ah! You guys, I'm Aidan Park, have a good night!